because it's like dating a single person. Why get married?
Well, I think
Why get
I,
married? I mean,
I'll be
if you
honest.
guys all decided to do this, I mean, I know this is a question that everybody's going to ask.
Yeah.
Why go through the paperwork? I mean, the legalities of everything. Like, why?
Because then
Why?
you could be.
I'll
Because
be
then you
honest,
can date
with you
whoever
guys.
you want to date. You can be with
Which
whoever
they
you want to
still
be
can
with.
though.
Which I mean, I guess, but why marry? Why put the ring?
The title.
Why put the title on it?
Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. Me and Rico got married very impulsively. Very impulsively.
Was this a
We
Vegas
didn't go
trip?
get married in the church. We went to a courthouse and got married.
Okay.
Oh, now we don't regret the decision now. Like if you were to ask me right now at this moment, but like maybe a few weeks after we got married, we regretted it. We were like, man, we did that impulsively. We should have waited. We didn't do it traditionally. So I guess like I hope that kind of answers your question of why get married. We did it very impulsively. I'm an Aries, he's a Capricorn. We both do things like spur of the moment.
Okay.
So that's what
So
happened.
you may have rethought that marriage based on where you are now. Or did
Right.
I
Yeah.
put words in your mouth? Or is that accurate?
No,
That's
that's
accurate.
accurate. That's accurate.
Okay. So now that you're here,
Not to
what
be confused,
situation
not to be
now?
confused that I would have chosen another partner because I still feel to this day, even with everything that's happened, that like this is my person. Like there's no doubt about that, right? This is
Right.
my person. This is the person that like no matter what, like if anybody else was to come in, it's like I always tell her, it's not an overnight process. I think things take time, right? Feelings take time to develop, and emotions as well. But I just feel like no matter what,
Wait.
even in hindsight, I would still make the same decision now.
So she would be your main love,
Still,
even if you were to be not married on paper, she would be the main person that you would be in relationship with, and then you would add on someone else. Is that accurate in the way I'm saying that?
I feel like we always have a primary partner when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to polyamory. So I would say I would possibly be the primary,
Right.
but I don't feel like honestly how things have went, I don't feel like he treats me any better than he treats her.
Not at all. It's
Like
an equal
like
Gotcha.
it's
pairing in a
literally
way.
equal. Like he talks to her about everything, talks to me about everything. Like there's nothing where it's like, oh well, we can't tell her this or she shouldn't know this. Like I feel like he does everything that he's ever done with me with her.
Vice versa. Exactly.
You were gonna ask
so
something because he's dying to ask this next
well, I
question. Go
got
ahead.
it's a couple. I got my mind is going all over the place. But okay, number one. So you guys keep alluding at the fact of like no matter what has happened, what's the worst thing that's happened in this relationship? Because it seems like it's something that's in the air, and your face just declared it. So what's
No,
the worst thing that's
Right.
happened in
That's why
this
I was saying the
relationship?
positive and the negative.
Well,
So yeah.
let's go to the negative
Yeah. Let's
because
go to
they
what.
keep hovering over that, but they haven't said what. So it's something that's happened in this relationship that y'all saying, but y'all not saying.
okay, so I would say the
The
negatives.
people want to know.
Okay,
He want to
I'll
know.
go ahead and
Go
tell you
ahead.
I'll tell you the worst thing that has happened since we've been on this journey. And to me, it's minor. To him, it's kind of minor, but to everyone else, like I think people think that when you're in a polyamorous relationship, you can't cheat, and you can. You can cheat. So, a while ago, our agreement was like no outside sexual experiences. One because we want to be safe. I
I don't even know what question I'm on. Do you want more kids? And then that's actually that's a question for all of you guys. Do
Do
any
you
of you
want
want
kids?
kids? And in your case, do you want more kids? That's number
I
one.
want one more because I don't share a child with him. So I just want one more kid, and he only wants one.
So
So,
then that's perfect.
well,
Okay, and
with me. So,
okay, and then do you, T you want another? You want a kid?
That was such an
Definitely
answer.
Oh, I'm
open.
sorry. Huh?
That's Celeste,
Celeste.
right?
Cecily.
Cecily. Okay.
Cecily,
Well, listen,
sorry.
y'all both wore white halter tops. Okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
it ain't my job to keep up with y'all names. It's his.
Cecily.
But anyway, Cecily, I'm sorry.
It's
Do
okay.
you want kids?
I do. I feel
Okay.
like
So
this would be a beautiful experience for sure.
okay. So here's my question. So what happens if Rico accidentally gets Cecily pregnant before you, T?
I wouldn't be mad. We have had
Really?
that conversation before. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. We had this conversation before we got married. He's like, what if I want to have a kid with them before you? Like that exact same question. And I said I maybe would be upset that proper precautions, like maybe a talk, because I always like to kind of plan things. So like if he did want to go in that direction, like I want to be aware of, hey, we're gonna try, to have a child. But if it just happened for whatever reason by accident, I wouldn't be mad.
And so y'all gonna just raise the kid as a happy
Together?
family?
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess, but I want to talk about, because like, okay, part of why people
Before you continue, I have to interrupt. It's not that I'm okay with another guy, and I will never be okay. I'm straight.
I
Ask that. I asked that.
Well, listen. Well,
I-
no. I mean, I was gonna ask it because
Hold on. That's why I'm nipping it. I had to stop her. I asked that question to see where her headspace was at that point in time, and period. Like if her answer would have been otherwise, I would have been like, I'm like, ain't no, I'm not cool with it. I'm not cool with that.
Gotcha.
Like that's and that's something that I had to be like for me. I had to ask myself that. So I had to nip that in a butt real quick before you started wondering. Hold on, is this man bi? Is he? No, I'm not. I'm straight.
I already knew. I already knew.
Hey.
No, I already knew it was going to be a no. And that makes complete sense. T, did you want to add something to that?
No, not really. I was pretty much done, but yeah, I just told him no, and I never wanted that dynamic of two men. In my head, it was always make sense having the masculine and the feminine in a trinity, you know?
Yeah.
So, by you being the wife, so are you considered the alpha woman in the relationship? Like, are you in charge? You the head woman?
Right.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think that I feel like I'm very submissive in certain ways, but yeah, I feel like
Set
it's
the
like a
rules,
give and
though.
take.
But I did hear that you set kind of like the rules for how he engages with the other woman. So that is kind of
Yeah.
like the lead woman in a way.
So in the beginning, I did only because it was my first time. So I felt like mentally I needed to set certain boundaries until I was comfortable. And so once it kind of became like the super norm for us, then those boundaries are made, they can be, adjusted. So that's what happened. Like after time went by, certain boundaries got adjusted. Like I remember in the very beginning, like I wasn't really okay with him talking to girls on the phone separately. But now I don't care because after time went by, I'm like, I can't tell him, oh, you can only talk to her in front of me. You know what I mean? So like after a while, those certain boundaries got adjusted to kind of no boundaries. So
So Celeste, is this your only relationship?
Yes.
Or do you have another?
At the moment, it is. Yes.
and she's free to date who she wants
I
to.
was just I was gonna say, so you loyal?
Date who she wants
Okay.
to while we're just dating. Now, if she became our girlfriend like 100%, then I would have to say we would have that conversation if she wanted to date someone separately outside of us.
But I'm very comfortable in our situation right now, so I'm not looking for anything.
So that was going to be my question to you,